In the past, I was a park ranger, park manager at Silver Falls State Park. And I had clients that were farmers, and they said they'd had a very difficult time finding realtors they could trust and rely on. And that prompted me to get into the real estate business, and they were my first clients. So I was lucky enough to start out with the large farm properties, and it's been a learning experience since then. And learn how to give the good advice to new farmers. We have a lot of retiring folks, and that's their dream, is to own a 10, 15, up to 150, 200 acre farm. And a lot of times I get to be involved in the initial purchase, and my advice is always diversify. It doesn't matter what crop you have. If it's a good crop, everybody jumps on the bandwagon, and you always need that diversification. I will be introduced to an agent, usually a Portland agent, or Corvallis or Eugene, and they'll show up at a farm. I had an agent last weekend, and I said, be sure and wear your boots. We're looking at an 80-acre farm. She showed up with 6-inch heels on her boots. She said, these are the only boots I have. So I said, well, maybe you can just hang out and I'll show the property. One of the keys to farm properties is you need to walk the property. A lot of the residential agents that are showing farm properties, they show up and they walk through the house and think they're done. And it's very important to walk the properties. But I do have close to a dozen acreage properties that are very similar. So you always want to have that, if somebody calls me to look at a specific property, say it's a $500,000 20-acre property, when I meet that client, I'm going to have properties at 400 and properties at 600. I'll have at least a half a dozen properties that are similar. And by doing that, you can really expose the client to what else is on the market and ensure that when they do make a purchase, it's the right property.